Hello everyone. So in this tutorial, we're going to learn about 2D vector character. And what we're going to do is we're going to have it ready for another software, another AI software, which is Meshy AI. And I'm going to show you how to create 2D from 2D illustration to a 3D file so that you can have it printed in a for a 3D printer. So what if you could take any 2D vector character or a logo you just drew in CorelDRAW and turn it into a physical 3D print of a fully animated video in less than a minute? Let's try that. If you're a designer, illustrator, or a maker, you know that learning traditional 3D software like Blender or SolidWorks takes months of steep learning curves. But today, I'm going to show you a shortcut that bridges the gap between 2D and 3D instantly. A huge shout out to Meshy AI for sponsoring this video. Join 10 million creators using Meshy AI, the global leader in AI 3D. The new 3D agent just launched and it changes everything. We're moving from static generation to conversational production ready assets creation. Okay, so let's go into our project here. So basically what I have here, this is actually an ad of an HVAC company. And so I spoke to the owner and he doesn't have a 3D model of this, right? So that's a disadvantage because you can't animate this or make it a 3D printed object if you don't have that 3D file. So the first thing we're gonna do is to make this work with Meshy AI, we're gonna remove the background. So I'm gonna click on this. This is a PNG, and in CorelDRAW you have this remove background. So I click on that. So basically, let's see what's gonna be removed here. Okay, that's perfect. So now we already remove that. So, but in Meshy AI would still be better if we don't have any of these ones here. So I'm gonna click on this and then I go to edit bitmap here. So in edit bitmap, we're launching Corel Photo Paint. And we're gonna clean up this logo or this character. So in here, I'm gonna go to the eraser tool, and then I'm just gonna erase this. There, erase, because that's what we don't want. So I'm gonna zoom in here. Okay, so here, I'm just gonna fast forward this to make the cleaning up faster. Okay, so basically we're done. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on finish editing. So, and then if this dialog box shows up, just click on yes because we want to save the changes, right? When you click on yes, it goes back to CorelDRAW, which is this one here. And there are no more background except for this, but that would be okay. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make this as a PNG. But maybe before that, here's what I usually do because I know we have some stuff here that we need to remove that I missed. I'm just gonna go to my shape tool and I'm just gonna double click here and double click. So basically I'm creating a node and there. So it's gone, right? So now we are going to, I'm just gonna make this larger and then we are going to export this as a PNG or something, a web image file. Okay, so we go PNG and click on save as, and I'm going to click on, I'm just gonna put it here for now. Just here, wizard, click on enter. Yeah, I'm gonna click on yes because I already created one before. Okay, so now we're in Meshy.ai. So this is the interface that you're going to get. So here it says you have two options, a quick generate and agent mode. So the agent mode, you can really customize how it's going to look like. But I always go for the quick generate because the quick generate works really good for me too. So simple 2D drawing to make it 3D. So I click on this and I'm gonna get the wizard file, which is that one, and then I'll just leave the settings as it is because in my experience it works fine. And then click on generate. So it's this one here. Okay. So if you really take a look, like Meshy.ai predicted what's at the back, which is fine. And you got stars there too. And yeah, now you can zoom in. You can really take a look. And this is actually good for 3D printing already. Right. So what you're gonna do here is, like, for this first part is we're gonna prepare it for 3D printing, right? So you got this icon here for, it's like a download icon. So this is how you're going to download for your 3D printer. So I click on this and then you're gonna select if you want STL or 3MF. It's up to you, but I usually do STL because that's the standard file for 3D printing. And you can also resize if you want. Yeah, there's a lot of options here. I'm just gonna click on download, and so that basically would be my STL file for my 3D printing. Okay, so now I'm going to show you some pictures of my of the actual 3D printed uh, version of it. Okay, I'm gonna show you some pictures now. Yeah, so these are the photos I took. So this is basically the finished product, and it's really nice. I gave this as a birthday gift to my friend who has this company here. Yeah, so this is my 3D printer, and it's the Bamboo Lab. And if you take a look at this, these are all supports to support all the overhangs. And this is the final one. So if you take a look at this, this is also, I also 3D printed this with a 4-color 3D printer. And this one I also made one version so that I can paint it. So yeah, so just take a look. That's yeah. So with the help with the help of Meshy.ai, I was able to create something like this. Good job, Meshy.ai. Now let's go to the second part of the video, which is, what if you want to animate this? Okay, so we can do that because it's already a 3D model, right? So Meshy.ai is really fun to use when you want to animate a 3D model. So you just click on this button here for animate, and then it will give you these movements here. There's lots of movements here that you can you can apply. So like for example, this it's running, right? You can have the wizard do all of this movement. So, but first we have going to rig the model to animate. So I'm click on rig, this one here, and then it will give you this, right? So I'll just keep it default, make it as a humanoid because this is a human, right? And I click on next. So when you click on next, you're gonna have things like, for best result, center your character, face them to the front. Okay, so that's why if you take a look, it faces not to the real front. And then you can adjust some things here, like for example, the offset. If you click on that, it has to be like that. But then I want to rotate it. So these are the ones that you can rotate. Okay. So for example, this one and then this one too. Okay, so it has to be looking straight to you, right? Like simple adjustments like that. It has to face you. Okay, that looks fine. Rotation is fine. I'll just keep that 0. And then the offset, because I want to make it really center. Okay, that's good, right? And then if you're happy with that, you click on next. And then in here, you've got a rig model here, right? So you have to identify where the joints are of the wizard. But this is basically your reference. So for this blue here, this one should be the chin, right? So since the wizard is not symmetrical, right? Just remove this symmetry here, so you can move freely the points. So B here, and then B would be also in the elbow here, and then this one here, and then this one is the chin. So make sure you put in the chin, and then A would be the shoulder joint, and then this one will be the elbow, and then this one will be the hands. Okay, so now this one here, you put in the center of the body, which is that one, and then B here would be the the knees. Okay, so that looks good now, and then click on confirm. Okay, and then now let's just wait for a second, and then we'll choose some movements here. What is best here? Let's let's just have fun here. I'm gonna choose this one for now. Oh, but we have to wait for this. Right. Oh, 95. Okay, perfect. See, that's already walking, right? So for example, you want to add this. Now it's three-dimensional if you take a look. Now you can make like a animation for your website, right? Or let's say let's do this one here. I'm gonna click add here, and then let's take a look. So right now what it's going to do is, yeah, so it's this one. Now if I click on animation here, so it's this one. Let me see here. Yeah, so here, let's do this there. See that? And let's do this. Yeah. So yeah, it's very, I see the potential here because you can, yeah, so click here to preview and let's take a look. Okay. It's really fun. So yeah, so I would suggest, you know, subscribing to Meshy.ai and to have fun and to be creative. That's it. Thank you very much for your time. Again, uh, Meshy.ai. Okay, so now this portion is we're going to look into the agent mode. So we were the first part we were looking at the quick generate, which is like, putting an image there and then it will create a 3D model. But this time we're going to use the agent mode. So click on the agent mode. So in here you can describe what you want. You can also attach an image if you want. But for me, I'm gonna do an example of prompting, right? Like describing your idea so that the agent will start creating the 3D model. So I did it in a notepad, just typing it in, and I'm gonna paste it here. So basically what I was asking for is like a professional 3D printable articulated print in place toy design, separate interlocking segmented pieces connected by loose hinges. So basically I'm describing, because I'm using it for a 3D printed toy, and it's articulating. So I put everything in here, like it has to be a flexi print in place, chain links as more of a 3D modeling term. And then I also very specifically said that the adhesion of the of the model should be be really strong so that it won't be removed from the bed. And I also put there that printability parameters will be highly detailed, solid geometry, clean topology. So basically, be very detailed. So now the subject here is a dog. It's a toy dog. I'm just gonna click on generate and see how it looks like. So what you're seeing right now on your left side is that you can see all what's happening in the agent. So the agent gets the design specs, and then it's generating the concept. And let's just wait. So there you go. This is basically what the agent did. It's very nice. So the first part is it's gonna give you like an image on how it looks like, right? But this is not a 3D model yet. So now in the left side, you can see that the agent is asking, before I proceed to 3D, quick decision. Are you happy with this concept? And then just click on yes or tweak first. But for me, it is already, I'm already happy with it. It's very nice. It looks really amazing. So I'm just going to click on yes here, and then I'm going to click on submit. Sorry, there's another one here. Which pose works best for the flatbed printing? So I would just say standing 4 legs is fine. And then I'm going to click on submit. Okay, so now we're gonna wait for it. So now it's gonna convert it to a 3D model. Okay, there you go. The agent has done the yeah, the 3D model. So this is the 3D model. And you'll see the 3D model usually doesn't have any background. It's black and white. I mean, the background is black. So I'm just gonna click on 3D view here. So this is basically the output of the agent. So we'll take a look. It's going to preview. Now it's previewed. Very nice. That's amazing. If you really look closely, this is ready for 3D printing or animation or any modeling software. You can use this in Blender, yeah, Blender or any other 3D software. So the next thing I'm going to do is, and I'm going to put this in Blender. So in Blender, the command is this one. It's a DCC bridge. I'm gonna click on send to Blender. So I have Blender open already, and then let's see how it looks like in Blender. There you go. So now it says model sent to Blender. So I'm going to open Blender right now. And there you go. This was my previous one, and it's here. It's all in Blender now. If you take a look, that is actually in Blender. Very nice. And there's a lot of possibility in Blender, but I'm just showing you that you can import it in Blender. That's it. Very powerful. Agent really did a good job, and that's good. Create 3D models with Meshy, now at 50% off. Link in description.